like these different beings like that are around, like different races, different beings, ETs, extraterrestrials. Obviously, they come in different sizes and shapes. Um, is there like humanoid like rock life forms, like and like plant life forms that are like humanoids? Obviously, like humans are like flesh and blood type. So is there like plant types,
Yeah,
rock
that's just
types?
what
Are
we
these
keep trying
things
to
that?
explain to people. Like, you have intelligent life forms that are smarter than humans, even microscopic intelligent beings, like what people call diseases and bacterias,
Hmm.
and yeah, there are trees and very intelligent beings on the planet that are not like us, or as a hominid or a human in human
Hmm.
form. Yeah, but we just take it for granted because we think that we're the most intelligent. Even when you look at the beings that reside in Shambhala and so forth, these are not, or beings that don't look to us. We might say they look ugly, or what I mean, grotesque, but they're looking at you the same way. Like, you look ugly and grotesque, but you're looking at them like, look
I
at you,
get you
alien. You know what
still.
I mean? So
Yeah, like,
yeah, but
and then
we
I've got
got a
one more
lot of
question.
questions to
Yeah,
get through in the chat.
sorry.
So
Go.
yeah, you
Yeah, I've
got
got one more question. Just to go
one
ahead with.
more. Okay.
All right then. All life forms, whether they're humanoid, all these intelligent aliens and stuff like that. Who creates them? How are they created? Are they created in space? I've got so much questions
I
already, but
know. I mean,
my brain I
again,
can't
I've
ask
I've
all of
addressed
them.
this
Um,
in the past, but they, not every being that is here is from here. And we even did a video telling you that bees are not from here. We did a video, and
Yeah,
people just
that's what I'm getting at, like, because I'm thinking like, space, because it's like, all like our planets and stuff, they're actually floating in space, or revolving around, they're in space, yeah. So I'm thinking like, how were they birthed? Is it like the universe, or is it space that makes decisions? Like, that's what I was asking you about, like the willpower and stuff. Is it space as a willpower that like makes a decision to like make something, develop something? Is that why, like, I'm not talking about like just planet Earth, because obviously, like you said, ETs come from outside. So if they come from outside, it's space that they come from, whether they're living on a different planet or not. And how are they created? Is it just like the universe just like like makes things like and then we just develop from them,
I
or is
get
it
you.
like
Yeah. So the planet is alive, right? We are
mhm,
alive. Everything is alive because you're dealing with cycle of birth, right? Growth, decay, and rebirth. So this is a cycle. So yes, the planet itself is alive, but the planet comes from the sun, which is alive. The sun is a part of a solar system, which is alive. The universe is alive. Every like when we say space, literally, you're talking about everything is actually one and connected, because when you start to break things down, you're dealing with atoms and vibrations beyond atoms, to the point where there are things that you can't see, but they're still there and they exist and they have an impact or an effect on the things
so it's
that.
like space, like one big body, and then at different areas in the space, like in space above us, or all around us, because we're just floating on this planet, yeah. So
Right.
it's like,
Okay, you
is
have.
space
Yeah, go on.
developed from something, or was it just always there? How did
Okay,
space come about?
right. So your concept of what we know as space is really just based on what you can see. Like, if you
Mm-hmm.
magnify things, you're gonna, what you think is minute, when you go like into the ant world or whatever, you're gonna see more detail. So
Mm-hmm.
you have a concept that you're familiar with known as space, matter, and time. Yeah. People
Mm-hmm.
think they're separate, but they're actually one. They need each other to, they coexist together. So space, matter, and time. This is what's referred to as the SMAT circle. You see. So
You made me just
every
think of something else. So who developed all these things? Like, who's developed space,
this
time, matter?
this is the
How did
and
these things
our
come
okay.
about?
Let me make it simple then. The more you
Oh, just
develop,
sorry about this too. Is remember, I'm a bit naive with things. That's why I asked you lots of questions because you
I
know
know,
a
but you
lot
have to
more than
give me
myself.
time
So
to actually answer
based
them.
on where I am, I
You're
do
not
apologize. But
letting me
yeah, I want to
finish.
learn. So thank you.
You're not giving me enough time to actually answer the question. So I'm trying to explain to you that the best, like you're in a dimension that is governed by time, matter, and space. Yeah. And what we're saying is that the more you evolve, you're going backwards to where we came from as Etherians or ether, right? Which a lot of people are still just learning about now. And we're saying 76 trillion years ago. And to comprehend that magnitude of what you're calling time, trillions, not millions or billions, right? 76 trillion years ago, we were in air pockets. And this is what we're calling now
Air pocket.
ether. Yeah. So those beings are the ones that are responsible for everything that you are conceiving in terms of how things work. Galaxies and universes are actually created by these beings that are elemental beings. You see, so when they manifest it or come, so it's like you're trying to comprehend things that you haven't evolved mentally to be able to comprehend. That's why
Okay,
when
I get you.
you read the Holy Tablets, the master teacher says, I'm going to take you to a time period beyond what you have the capability or the ability to comprehend. And then he tries to explain to us these beings that we're calling the Tharu, that are the ones that set the chain of existence in motion and created life and seeded, you know what I mean, planets and so on and
So
so
is this
forth.
what people are calling deities?
Yeah, but the thing is now people are calling, yeah, that's who they're calling deities, really. Those are the real deities. But when beings of lesser degree came from that state and became flesh beings, see, even like saying flesh beings, most people can't really comprehend or grasp beings that are not flesh.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You
I
see what
get
I'm
you.
saying?
It's because that's all we know, isn't it? I
Exactly.
get that.
So these are the same beings that they slow down their vibration, their intelligence, their everything to come here so that they can relate to you, so you can relate to them. But in time, people start to look at them with the abilities they have and call them prophets, call them angels, call them gods, and call them all these names because some of them, like for example, we read in Genesis that the sons of God came down and had sex with the daughters of men and produced children. These became your demigods because they have the abilities from both side. You see, so
So those demigods were like developed from our like ancestors that were in the air pockets, like you know, like gases that you've mentioned, the nine ether beings. So
right,
they were developed from them.
the nine ether beings were responsible for creating sub supreme beings. So you have beings of the green light that produce beings of the amber light, and then those beings, that's what I'm saying, you'll have to go and read like the holy
Yeah, I'll
tablets
definitely
for
do
this,
that.
where he's
Yeah.
explaining that the lesser beings then like slow their vibrations and then personified. And then you got today, people are terming this good and bad, agreeable, disagreeable, or positive and negative. But originally there was balance and order, and there still is balance and order within the universe and within what they have put in place. But the chaos comes when you have an imbalancement or you allow the beings that are disagreeable to, like they've done on the planet, to make things that are
That sounds like a human's body, where if you're balanced, then you don't have diseases and stuff like that. But if
exactly,
you're unbalanced, then you're gonna have diseases and certain things that take you over, make you sick, that sort of thing. Sounds
exactly,
like a bit like that.
exactly.
Okay.
And that's what's happening where people are now plaguing their body with things that are not good for them, things that like people eating flesh. Flesh is not really something you should be consuming, but obviously over time, over many years, you adapt based on the things you're putting into your body and the composition. And so, and then you start to lose or forget who you really are as a divine or supreme being. So now you have to reverse that by getting the right diet, right nutrients, right exercise, right, you know, you have to get the right information
So it seems like
to kind
we
of
were
go
in like a
back.
state before where things were balanced, and then obviously something or someone or something has like made us go the wrong way. Basically,
Yeah,
why
that's
things are
exactly
like
what's
this. It
happened. And
seems
now
like,
the time has come for you to wake up. Those
yeah,
who actually want to wake up, and they may think this information is crazy, but there are those who it's already in your DNA. It's already something you can resonate with. It doesn't sound crazy to you. It doesn't sound spooky.
yeah,
Extraterrestrial don't
I
frighten
get
you.
you.
You know what I mean? So, but yeah, I'm gonna have to move on.
Yeah,
We've
I'm
got
gonna jump off
loads of
still because I've
questions.
asked enough questions still. But yeah, thanks
Yeah,
again, brother. Thank you very much.
you're
Okay.
very, very welcome.